Hello to all the lovely people out there. Today I'm making a birthday card for a dog lover friend of mine, and the challenge for today is that I'm going to time myself and make the fastest card I can. So the first thing on the list is this stamp set. This stamp set is a doggy themed birthday stamp set. It has all the cute little doggy themed birthday sentiments, and I'm going to use the character from this stamp set today. The second thing on the list is this stencil of a brick pattern, which is from little Birdie, for creating interest in the background. The third thing on the list is this card base, which is a top folding card base. This is 14 centimeters by 15 centimeters. So basically I took a cardstock and I cut it at 28 centimeters by 15 centimeters, and then I scored it in the middle at 14 centimeters. Fourth thing on the list is this base of the card, which is 12.5 centimeters by 14 centimeters. It's a piece of green cardstock which I had in my stash, which fits perfectly on the base as a panel. Fifth is a scrap piece of paper, which is for stamping out my character, which is my cute little doggy. Sixth is this black piece of cardstock, which I'm going to use to write my sentiment today. Next is the Artistry ink in the color Tenacious Teal to create a pattern on the background of my panel, and this blending tool again by Artistry. Next would be this marker to write my sentiment inside the card, and a pair of scissors to cut out my characters, and yes, this washi tape to secure my panel while creating the background with the stencil. What I am really excited to show you guys today is this precision press by VR Memory Keepers. I haven't used this yet, and I'm really excited to use this to stamp my character out today. As always, I'm going to use my Eco Brush Pens by ArtLounge to color my doggy. Then I think I'm going to use this twine, I'm not sure, to add it on the sentiment as a little element. Then I'll of course use the foam tape to stick my characters. Also, I'm so happy to show my new phone, guys. This is the new OnePLus 5 in Midnight Black, and I'm introducing it today on this video. So I'm gonna go and try and start my timer. I'm really nervous because I've not really planned this out. I don't even know where I'm going to start from, and there's a lot of apprehension going in my mind. But let's see. I'm gonna take the plunge and go for it. So I'm making the background first. So I am securing my panel using the washi tape, and then I am going to secure my stencil using the washi tape again. I'm going to align my stencil with the grid of the mat so that the pattern is not crooked. The color that I'm going for is like a dark green, so hence I have used Tenacious Teal. If you want to go with some other color, you can probably use red if you want to go for brown. Here I am going to use a very light hand or a soft hand and not put much pressure while making this pattern, because I was not very sure what the outcome will be like. Here you can see that I have got a brilliant brick pattern on my green cardstock in the desired color that I want in a faded effect, and I was very happy with this background. As you can notice, I have chipped off a little at the corner, but that's fine. Probably I'll use it upside down or something like that. The next thing that I'm gonna do is stamp my character out. So now I'm using my precision press to do this. I'm going to first keep my ink away so that it does not spoil my bright white cardstock, though my fingers are dirty. Anyway, so I am going to align my paper onto the precision press on the inside, and then I'm taking this doggy which is sitting obediently, and I thought I'll also go for this party hat. You can use the masking effect also to create the party hat on the doggy, but I thought I'll stick it separately. To know how to do the masking effect, you can check out my first video where I've used the kitties to create a wedding card. Now I am just picking up the stamps using the glass of the precision press. Here is when I noticed that I don't have like my black ink. This was blunder number 1. I'll just go get it quickly. So here is my chalk ink by Itsy Bitsy in the color black. I am going to juice up my stamps and I'm going to stamp it on by just flipping the cover of the precision press. Give a good push. Now the best thing about this is if you realize that you're not happy with the impression, like I was not happy with the doggy, I can go back again and I am not worried at all that my stamp is going to move, because that is the idea of the precision press. Another nice forceful push on it, and I think I'm very happy with how it has turned up now. So after cleaning my stamps, I am going to go and color out my doggy. I'm going to agree that I did a little practicing before starting this video as to which colors I'm going to use, and mostly the colors that I am using today are in the shade of brown, because this is a pug and usually pugs are in the color ivory or the brownish color that I've usually noticed. I'm going to pull a scrap piece of paper and show you the colors. For the face, I'm actually mixing two colors today. The details of the colors is on the screen. I'm going to mix this peachy color with this light olive brown kind of color to create the exact shade that I want. Okay, so I'm done coloring and I just noticed that I am 10 minutes in already. Now I have to cut this out, which is going to take time. Yay, looks very cute. I'm going to take my panel and see how it sits on this, but I was not really sure how I'm going to put this, so before doing that I'll try and see my sentiment. So the sentiment that I'm going for today is sending pugs and kisses. It was actually a part of the stamp set, but I did not use it because it was a little smaller than the size I was going for. I'm going to take this this is a whitener. I'm going to use the whitener as a white pen to write this down on my black cardstock. First I'm going to use my pencil. Now I'm just cutting this out in the shape of a flag which has a fishtail. Before sticking this down, I'm going to use my twine and wrap it 2 or 3 times around the flag and tie a knot to create a little element. Before that, I'm just erasing all the pencil marks and just taking the twine and twisting it probably twice or thrice to create interest on my sentiment. Chop off the excess and create a little knot. Next, I'm going to secure the sentiment using foam tape. I'm just positioning it. How do I want it exactly? The foam tape will give dimension to this, and I'm going to make sure that the foam tape secures the twine as well at the back of that black cardstock. Okay, so I am already almost 20 minutes into the video, and let's see how much I can aim for. My aim for today is 30 minutes, and as you can see I made a huge blunder, but I think I can cover this up because it's going to be covered anyway by the sentiment. Little scratch, but I think I can manage that. Okay, so 20 minutes, let's aim for 30 minutes today and let's see if I can do that. Okay, so I am finding a good position for my doggy where I want it exactly. I'm going to secure that as well using my foam tape, and I'm going to attach the party hat after securing the doggy onto the panel. After securing the doggy, I'm going to create a little ground where the doggy is standing so that it does not appear like it is floating in air. I'm using in the color grey, which will give a little shadowy effect. Now I am going to stick my party hat. I could not find glue around, so I'm using my multimedia mat to secure it. So I'm going to attach the glue at the bottom, and then I'm going to take little foam tape to stick the rest of the hat so that it's not floating and it is secured and it does not bend due to pressure or something like that. Okay, so it's already 22 minutes. Now I'm going to secure my panel onto the base of the card. I was still contemplating whether I should use foam tape or not, but I think I don't want any more dimension, so I'm going to again stick it using the multimedia mat directly. Okay, I am using multimedia mat here. Remember guys, you can use any glue. This was the only thing which was available nearby, so I used it. Now I think the only thing that is left is to write my sentiment, and today the message that I'm writing is "You are awesome." I think it's very funny and goes with the theme of the card. And once I finish my sentiment, we are done with this card. I'm just going to write happy birthday also, and sorry for that, but I had to grab my pen. So I'm writing happy birthday. Though I'm writing with pink, I will be changing this as you'll be seeing further. I also wanted to use this paw marks which were there in the stamp set. I'm gonna not use the stamp set, but just use it as a reference and draw it on my card using that pink sketch pen again. Okay, now I'm going to look for my blue sketch pen and go over happy birthday and write it down. So it gives a little 3D effect which I really like, so I thought I'll do that. Okay, so I think we're done with everything. I should go and stop the timer. And the card is ready. And I've taken 25 minutes, 10 seconds, which is very good according to me. I have never timed myself. I take a lot of time. The only thing left now is to sign my name. I'm going to write down who the card is from. And the card is done. Here are few of the close-up shots of the card. I'm going to repeat again guys. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this card. Also follow Kenchi School on Instagram at kenchi.school, and you can follow us on Facebook too. A very very happy birthday to Shankha. Also, thank you for watching this video guys. Bye.